So when I say, let's think about our public relations strategy, what do? Do you lean back in your chair and close your eyes? Do you check and see, do I have any messages? Or are you still with me? I hope you are still with me. Because even though something like public relations strategies, the topic for this speech, it's not just something for companies. We think about it as something that companies need to do. Like a tobacco company that's in trouble because everybody knows their products kill people. And so they have to put smiley face and create a good image. Or maybe a movie star who's trapped in a scandal and on the front of every Taipei newspaper. They need to engage their public relations team and have a strategy. What are they doing? They're trying to shape people's opinions about them. They're trying to either take a bad image and make it better, or create a really good image. So I'm going to run through tonight a little bit about what's in one of those public relations strategies. And sitting here among us is a great example of someone who knows public relations strategies. So I'll mention who that is and why, and a little bit of how this can apply to you. So, if you're trying to shape what people think, you don't just smile a lot. Companies and big things, they're strategic about it. They think about, what is my goal? What specifically do I want to have happen? So that tobacco company might be, I want people to not think my product kills people. But if it's a movie star, I want to look as glamorous as possible. A lot of different goals, but you can't just be positive. You got to think about what the goal is. You got to think of who your target audience is. So like when a politician who's trying to win an election, they'll pick, who's my target that needs to think I'm awesome to win? And they'll figure out exactly who is that, and they'll go after them, and they'll appeal to just that group. They don't care if other people's don't listen to that message. They'll have very clear message and very clear strategies. Like they might go on commercials, or they might be dressed in a gorilla suit on the sidewalk. There's all kinds of different ways to shape the image about you. And they'll measure it. Now, I say this is not just big companies, and it's not just movie stars with teams of public relations staff. There's somebody here who really has an amazing public relations sense. Do you know who that is? Or let me put it this way. Iris, when I say the word Darren, what do you think of?
Feng.
Speechaholic.
Speechaholic. What other kind of things do you think of when you think of Darren?
Nice haircut.
Great haircut. What else?
Suit.
Suit. Really well dressed. Good looking hair. Suit. Looks terrific. What else?
Always interviewing people.
Always interviewing people. So if you look, when we encounter our friend Darren, what is he doing? He is projecting an incredibly positive image. He takes it seriously. He comes well dressed. He comes with a great hairdo. And he loves speaking and interviewing and that art of how to get better at it. I use Darren as an example because I have benefited from Darren's PR machine. I have been interviewed twice on the Darren channel of YouTube. So if somebody wins a contest or does something amazing, boom, I'm out there in the corner of this room being interviewed for Darren TV. Or I'm on the sidewalk being interviewed after I came in second with police cars, woo, woo. But Darren remains calm, focused, professional. He is a PR machine. And anybody who watches those videos will say, he's really an expert in those techniques. He's really connected to people who know about it. And he looks good, and he's dressed good, and he's got a good haircut, and he's got a terrific smile. He is thinking about, what is that image I want to project? Who do I want to project it to? He's thinking of different ways to present that public relations image. He thinks about strategies to get exposure. And so that's an amazing example. It's not just for big companies or movie stars. It's for everybody. Because when you think about what is your resume that you write when you're trying to get a job, what does your LinkedIn portfolio profile look like when a company comes to look at it? How do you speak and what image do you create in an interview or when you're meeting people at kind of a convention for your industry? Thinking about, how do I project? I'm always creating an image of myself. Are there ways I should do it? Are there different strategies? It's a TV station that's always on. So if you're in a situation where you care what opinion people garner, be conscious of that, just like our role model. So, if you want to get ahead of life, what should you do?
Copy Darren.
Be like Darren. Toastmasters International.